Hey everybody, I am going to have to rip a lot of satin stitching, and so I thought, well, this is kind of a great opportunity for me to show you guys my different seam rippers. This is like a trusty old school. I don't even know where it came from. This one I bought at a quilting store. I asked them, hey, what's your favorite seam ripper? I'm always looking for something better. It's pretty cool. It has a smaller tip on one side, and it has this grippy thing, which I will demonstrate. And then on the other side, it's a little bit bigger ripper, also with the grippies. This again, I've had this one for quite a while. It's a Dritz name brand. It is just kind of a generic, but it also has the grippy. And again, I have these embroidery scissors that are ridiculously sharp and awesome. I am spoiled. I don't know where I got these. Like most things in my sewing room, I just sort of get things. And they are super sharp. They are slanted and pointed, and you can get in those tiny little areas, and these are awesome. They're Fisker's brand. No paid advertisements here. These are just the things I have in my sewing room that I love. I think these came with an embroidery machine that I purchased used. The lady probably threw them in there. And then I use painter's tape in my room a lot. I do have lint rollers that I use, but also the painter's tape I really like. And you'll see when I do this later, because it's really easy to pick things up. The roller, you know, I don't know. I like this. I use them both. So those are the seam rippers that I have in my sewing room. The issue that I have going on right here is I have this beautiful fleur-de-lis. I am making a satchel, and this is the front flap of the satchel. So it'll be hanging, and this will be the part that everybody can see. You open it up, and this will be the purse bag, if you will, like a tote bag with a flap. Really like this fleur-de-lis. It's just some leftover gray that I had that, you guys know I do not throw fabric away. So I cut the fleur-de-lis. Actually, I use the fleur-de-lis pattern that I have. I have a stencil for when I make Acadian flag quilts, and they have fleur-de-lis, and so this size fleur-de-lis fits on the flag that I make quite a bit. It's a twin size quilt, and this is the size fleur-de-lis on that flag. So anyway, so I thought, oh, it fits perfect at a little angle. What a cute little satchel. And so I made the fleur-de-lis piece with the gray. Looks great on the blue. So I started the satin stitch, and everything was fine up until about here. And then I started having all sorts of problems along this way. It kind of puckered a little bit, but not too bad. But then once I got like to right here, I mean, it's just horrible. It might be because it's the curve. It might be because it's on the edge. I don't know. Probably because I didn't put anything on the back. I didn't put any interfacing or stiffener, or I have this stuff like, it was right there. So I have it. I just didn't put it on there. Didn't think I needed it. Apparently I do. So it is glued onto the blue fabric using this heat and bond. I like this. I accidentally bought it for dark fabric. That's not what I needed. So I have like a ton of it for dark fabric that I don't rarely use. So anyway, it worked for this. I might be doing a lot more gray fleur-de-lis. But the black for dark fabric, it does show through any lighter fabric, so I wouldn't use that one for anything other than the dark. So let's start off with this old school ripper, seam ripper. So the little red tip on all of these is to go close to the fabric so you don't accidentally rip through your fabric, which I have done, but we're not going to do it today. So this is kind of just a test. I'm going to show you guys, what works, what doesn't work. Now, in this case, I can't get the ball because it's a satin stitch and it's pretty tight. That ball won't go under. Oh yeah, it will. But it's a little bit harder. So I'm actually going to use this end because I'm not afraid of ripping this fabric. It's raw edge applique. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping it close to the edge here and just pushing. I can go a little bit at a time. There you go. Oh, that was kind of nice. It's like pressure washing. So rewarding. Seam ripping can be that way as well, except that I'm having to pull out stitches that I put in. So actually this is working really good. So let's give this one like an A. It's like really like, okay, so I'm gonna stop myself because I'm gonna do it all with this one. Like I really like this one so far. That one's doing a good job. So this one, let's see, is the same size. They look identical. I can't see any difference in the angles or anything. So these are very similar. Let's see what happens. Just as good. Yep. Well, this is on a curve too, so that's kind of not fair. Yeah, this one doesn't kind of... I don't think the blade is as sharp. Like, I feel like I'm pulling the fabric up. I don't like the way it feels. But anyway, so Old School Blue does not have anything on it anywhere. It glides easily. It's like smooth plastic. Doesn't get anything. The purpose of these rubbery ends is so that you can do like this and it pulls the... So you can get the threads up easily, and this works really well. So the blade is not sharp, but this is like pretty cool, like getting up all these little pieces. Some of them are still sticky, but that's why we have the tape. So I'm just gonna snip that for now, and I'm gonna come back later and clean it all up, but okay. So sharp, but no sticky. Not quite as sharp, not as pleased with the point, but the sticky works really well. So let's try this one. Now this, you can see there's two arrows here, the smaller one and the bigger one. So let's try the small one first. I suspect, and I'm gonna just go up on the other side, starting here. Oh, it kind of went deep. It kind of into the fabric. Let's see. Ooh. Now I'm thinking the smaller one might be really good when you're doing these curves. I don't know if that's the intention, but I'm gonna put it so that the red is on the inside so that when I pull, it kind of goes in this direction. This one's doing really well. Oh yeah, this is working pretty good. It's really sharp. Like I can feel it, that it's sharp and it's cutting really well. So I like, that one's good. And then again, it has the little side so that it can pull stuff. Okay, so let's try the big one. Let's see what happens. So I think the issue with all of these is the big ones don't work as well because of the angles. Like this one is like, I can't even get it in there. No, I've just mucked it all up. Because don't want to make myself bleed again. You know, I'm always bleeding in my craft room. Okay, so for this project, hands down, this little guy works the best. Hands down, this small one is absolutely the best. So let's see. This is where I was having the most problems with the puckering on the corner here at the curve. Now, I'm a quilter. I am not an embroidery person. And so if you are an embroidery person and I have done my satin stitch all the wrong things and you are laughing at me and saying, this chick, please, please comment and tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm just kind of like figuring it out as I go, looking at videos, just kind of like you guys are looking at my video. I watch videos about what works and what doesn't work. And so, yeah. Pretty cool. But this is working really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. So as you can see, it's flat again. So I am going to put some stabilizer behind it so that when I satin stitch again, I don't pucker this up. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. And by far, this seam fix tiny one worked best on this project. Actually, this is super grippy and it was perfect for what I needed. Bye-bye.